This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Brandon Andrus Green.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast Live. Are you in need of counseling, consultation, or simply a safe place to begin moving toward healing? Well, one might be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Susan Bredemeyer with LoveWorks Counseling. Hey, Susan, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
So we're excited to learn all about you, your counseling work, and the way you help people move toward healing and hope. Susan, tell us a little bit about LoveWorks Counseling and the type of work you do.
Well, LoveWorks Counseling actually came out of Beauty for Ashes Ministries. As I was doing spiritual guidance with people, I realized that there was a lot of crossovers between mental health and just living life to the fullest. And I also recognized the need to have relationships to heal. And so my big motto that I use is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's where LoveWorks came from, because love truly does work. And as you build those relationships with people, they feel like they're in a safe place to where they can explore things that they've been through, or maybe it's nothing serious. Maybe it's just the day-to-day challenges that they need to talk to somebody and kind of get on task with, and I'm able to help walk them through relationship.
That's great. So what led you into counseling and this type of consultation work in the first place?
Well, long history short, I'm a survivor of human trafficking, and if it weren't for my therapist, I wouldn't be where I am today. They really helped walk me through a process of healing through various different therapeutic modalities and ways to do that. But there were two therapists in particular that were truly relational to me that really, really helped. And so obviously that put something in my heart. And then I ended up in Bible college. I was working at the prison as an assistant volunteer chaplain. And while I was there, I started recognizing the need even more, and that people just needed those relationships, and that there were mental health issues that come with a lot of trauma. And so that's kind of what pushed me that direction. It wasn't something I ever thought I was going to do, but I saw the need and recognized how much it helped me, and it just pushed my heart to go that direction.
Who are the people that you most often help through LoveWorks?
With LoveWorks, the majority of my clients are going to be sexual abuse, domestic violence, and human trafficking. Obviously, that's something that, because I've experienced it, it's a easy avenue to build that relationship with people who have a hard time trusting when they've been through that. And then the other ones that come to me are usually foster and adoption kiddos and their families. Adoption is a huge trauma for people. Sometimes it's a great thing, but it's also a hard thing. And then especially when you're dealing with the foster care system and kiddos that have been bounced around. I too was a foster child. So there's just that relational thing. And that's just what comes to me. I don't even advertise for it. It's just the people that really just follow my direction. And then, of course, faith-based. I do focus a lot on the human trafficking. The consultations that I do are for trauma-informed care and for understanding the complexities of human trafficking, what it actually looks like, and how to recognize and also to be of assistance to help others if you find that you've met somebody who's been trafficked.
Well, let's say for someone who's maybe never worked with a counselor before, what do you wish they kind of understood about taking that first step?
That is scary. It's hard to trust somebody, and you're walking into an office with somebody that you don't know. You don't know what they're expecting of you, but to give yourself time and patience. You don't always find, I'm not everybody's perfect therapist. Some people have, they want the more professional environment. I'm not that person. I'm in jeans and t-shirts and flip-flops today. I'm very casual, laid back. I want to be comfortable. And so having the first experience doesn't mean that you're locked in. You go in, you see, is this person going to work for me? And not to feel ashamed if it isn't, because as a therapist, our job is to try to help you find what's going to help you heal. So if you come in my office and it's not a good fit, then I'm going to do my best to help you find what's a good fit. And there's no shame and no embarrassment. I think a lot of people, when they come in, they feel like they're locked in or that they can't make another choice. And I think that's a big misconception.
Well, how do you help people feel safe enough to start doing the real work?
I share a little bit about me as well. I'm transparent in it. I let them take their time. One big thing with trauma-informed care is not rushing to get to, what happened. I want to know who you are. Who do you think you are? And I'm going to share a little bit about me. I'm going to let you know that I'm human, because I think that's another thing. Like, there's a mindset to where the therapist is up here and the client's down here, and that's not the case. I always tell everybody we're on the same level. I'm going to learn from you just like you're going to learn from me. We both put our pants on the same way. So it is a growth process for both of us. So just having that person know that I'm human too. I think it builds that relationship. Again, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And the people that care about you, they are in relationship with you. Now, of course, we have boundaries and things like that because it is a professional environment. But when you feel like you can trust somebody to talk to them, you're going to open up. As you open up, that stuff comes out when you feel like you can trust me. And I'm, like I said, I'm very laid back. I'm very honest. And if I think that I can't help you, I'm going to let you know too. So we can get you to the right place.
It's so true. Is there maybe a story or a lesson or maybe even a moment that shaped the way you serve people?
So with me going to Bible college, one of my professors taught in a class about how our belief systems shape what we think, say, and do. And there was kind of that aha moment for me that it was like, wait a minute, our experiences are shaping our belief systems and what we think, say, and do. We can't change those experiences, but we can change what we believe about them. And for myself, I was always told, being the foster kid, I was the bad kid. I was the child prostitute, which that isn't even a legal term. And so there was just this negativity of shame and self-blame that I had. And when I recognized that, wait a minute, that's a belief that's been carried out by an experience. That experience wasn't my fault. When I recognized that I was a victim, and that through being a victim, I then became a survivor, because most kids that get involved in trafficking, they don't live past 7 years. So here I am. I'm 35 years later now, but, alive and kicking. And, it was just an understanding that now I can look at my situation different. And when I recognize that I'm no longer this bad kid, this child prostitute, that I was a victim, that I was a survivor, that I was resilient, that I was strong, that the things that I had went through weren't for nothing, that there was a purpose behind it, so I could help other people go through, that people could actually look at me and be like, wow, we never imagined you lived that type of life. And that's an amazing thing to be able to walk through. And so it was just kind of like this eye opener that, like, if I can help people see that those experiences are not who they are, it's just something that you went through. And what you went through does take as something with your belief systems and how you think about it. Like, I went through that to help people. I went through that, and it created a stronger vision and purpose for me in my life. And once you have purpose and you have hope, that changes a lot. That changes anxiety. That changes depression. It changes our self-esteem, how we feel about ourselves. And so that's really that's what you walk into. I want to know what is it in your life that you feel is so bad that actually, if we change how we look at that, how it's going to change how you feel about it. It's going to change what you believe about yourself, about your experience, and then it's going to change what you think, say, and do. So I don't go into certain areas, and I don't mess around in certain environments. I'm not in the clubs getting drunk and trying to, do different things, because I know my value and my worth. And that comes from the belief that I have. So that's kind of what it looks like when you come in here.
So outside of work, what do you do for fun?
Fun. I work a lot. Well, I am raising 6 of my grandchildren, and this weekend we are going to the beach. So my fun,
Nice.
you walk in the office and you see, I don't know if you can see, I got the sea turtle on the wall. I got jars with sand and shells in my office. I love the ocean. It's kind of like my peaceful place. But that's my fun. I like to ice skate, and I have a newfound love of bar classes at the gym. I just love, I like the torture, I guess. And relationships, talking to people.
Yeah, and I'm sure 6 grandkids keep you busy.
Definitely.
Susan, what's one thing you want our listeners to remember about LoveWorks counseling?
Not just with LoveWorks, but with any counseling, that the first step is the hardest step. And my job is to make that first step as easy as possible. If you want something that is relaxed, something that you feel like you can come in pajama pants and flip-flops. I do not care. This isn't, you don't have to dress up to come to your counseling session. You're not here to impress me. That's not what this is about. This is about being comfortable, being relaxed, come in, make a cup of coffee, sit down, let's talk for a bit, and let's learn to get to know each other, so that way you can heal. And that's my biggest focus. I want people to heal. I want people to, again, it is, I do both faith-based and secular therapy. But if you come in and you're looking for that faith-based aspect, we absolutely will open the Bible, and I will allow you to lead that. That's something that, you have to lead, you have to open that up. And if that's not what you want, I tell people all the time, I believe, and I'm very strong in my beliefs. I'm not here to change your beliefs. I'm here to help you walk through your path and get to that place of healing. So just knowing that you're going to come into a very comfortable environment, a loving environment, a non-judgmental environment. I've been through enough. I've been there, bought the t-shirt, wore it out, bought a new one, did it again. So there's nothing, I tell people, there's nothing that you can say or do that's going to shock me. If I haven't done it, I know somebody who has. So it's really just knowing that you're going to come into something that's comfortable, and you can pick up the phone and you can call, and we can have a 15-minute conversation, and do that consult over the phone, to kind of see and get a feel like this may be it, or maybe it's not. I just want to help people. I want to help people.
And on that note, how can listeners learn more, connect with you?
You can go to my website, which is www.loveworkscounselingservices.org. You can call me, and that's at 539-286-3955. I also have a Psychology Today profile. So if you were to look me up, you get some information about me there as well. And you can connect to me through that aspect. If you are looking for human trafficking consultations or trainings, I can be reached through either of those directions as well.
That's great. Well, Susan, I really appreciate you being on the show. I wish you and LoveWorks Counseling the best moving forward.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate you having me today.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnptulsa.com. That's gnptulsa.com, or call 918-301-6356.